Good morning. Good morning. It's 3:37 a.m. I am on my way to the gym right now. I'm gonna tell you about growth. And what I'm gonna tell you about growth is gonna help you because a lot of people refuse to do it, and I have to believe that a lot of people refuse to accept growth, especially if it's not a part of some, you know. Let me give you an example. Dad worked at a steel mill. Mom was a housekeeper. And now here you come talking about, I'm getting ready to be a lawyer. Aunties and uncles done worked all their life. They done made minimum wage. And here you come talking about, I want to be a doctor. Do you know how that makes them feel? When in their mind, all their life, what they've done, they've come to accept the fact that they've put limits on their life, and they've come to accept that as the standard and the normal, and they tell themselves being rich is for them other people. They tell you that being rich, understand what I'm saying, being rich is for them other people. What other people? Who? Where did it say that God designed a greater person than me? I thought he said we were equal. We are. Some people think wealth-minded, others don't. That's what separates us, how we think. So here you come into a family, and for the record, we're just going to call families tribes. Because tribes are beliefs. That's what it is. It's a group of individuals that believe the same thing. So for the sake of argument, we'll call families tribes. And for the sake of argument, we'll call what they believe tribal beliefs. So it's the tribe that comes together that has a common belief, tribal beliefs. Now here you come. You've recognized all the greatness that God gave you. Somewhere along the line, you did not lose touch with how great you are. You following me? Somewhere along the line, you never lost touch with how great you are. And you say, I want to be a doctor. The tribe has a built-in belief that that is for them people. And if you want to be a part of this tribe, then let go of those ways of thinking, because that is for them people. You know that most people that go to war in areas like Australia and areas of Africa and Europe is because they have different tribal beliefs. So understand something, that these beliefs that are within the tribe, they are strong enough to cause a war. If you are inside of that tribe, meaning you were born into that tribe and you have a bloodline of that tribe, but yet you are not sharing in some of the tribal beliefs, understand this, that becomes a civil war. Now, in your mind, you're simply saying, why can't I be a doctor? Why can't I be a lawyer? I don't want to clean houses. I don't want to work in the steel mill. I don't want to sew clothes for a living. I want to be a doctor. Why can't I? Because the tribe says no. And the tribe doesn't say no through their mouth. They say no through their action. They treat you like an outsider. They treat you like a Benedict Arnold. How dare you? Who do you think you are? What do you think you're doing? Coming into this perfectly good tribe and interjecting your high-minded thinking with your superior attitude. Who do you think you are? I'm a child of God. See, most people they'll dumb down their success. They'll back it up. They won't move into the area that their money would afford them because that would take them out of the tribal areas. And nobody wants to feel like they're disconnected from everything that they know, but understand this. The tribe doesn't know everything. The tribe doesn't know everything. The tribe isn't the end-all be-all. Tribes get started when tribes break apart. Tribes break apart because there's a disconnect in belief. If you believe in God, then you believe that you can do all things. There's no limit. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter your education level, because at the age of 35 years old, you go back to school, get your lawyer degree, and you can be a bad whatever you want to be. But the family, the tribe, has limits. And if you want to be a part of this tribe, then we need you to stop talking so high-minded. Stop acting like you have the ability to do more, because this is what we do. We don't exercise. Oh, you think you're better than me? No, I just want to be in good shape. I want energy to go, do what I need to do. We don't post videos every day on social media talking about our personal business. We keep that to ourselves, and we ignore the elephant in the room. But releasing every day on social media gives me the outlet to just be me and to talk to people like me. The family, the tribe. How dare you break our culture? How dare you talk about the elephant in the room? Sometimes you just gotta say, you know what? I love you, but fuck you. Because see, as a child of God, you gotta believe something. You gotta believe that you have the power to do anything. Anything. The tribe isn't always right. And you'll know it when you have a strong enough urge to rise above the mediocre, and then you see and you know that it's a behavior that's being rejected by the culture. When you're challenging the tribal belief patterns. When you venture out to say, I'm going to do it no matter what. No matter what. Doesn't matter. But most people won't do it. They're scared they'll lose something that, sorry to tell you, is already lost. The best way you can do things is to not have fear about what you lose. Because trust me, if it was meant to be yours, you can't lose it. There's been pieces of paper that was so important that I'd leave in my pants and I'd wash 10 times over, put the same pants back on 7 months later and find that piece of paper in there. Because there's certain things that are meant to be yours that you can't lose even if you wanted to. And you have to have enough faith that the things that leave and the things that don't stay and the things that fall off are intended to fall off, are intended to leave, are intended to not stay. And you have to just say, I'm okay with that. Just like when a child becomes a certain age, you have to be okay with that. Teeth start to leave out of their mouth. You got to be okay with that. And you got to simply say, it was time for them to go. Because you can try to hold on as much as you want, but you can't hold on to a boulder in the middle of the ocean and hope that you're going to stay afloat to wait for a life vessel to come and save you. Sometimes you got to just drop the rock. So if you're thinking that there's more to life than what you've seen growing up within the tribe, and you feel like if you break away that you might offend the tribe, then I suggest that you try to do the best that you can. You make your move like you can, and you simply leave everything else in God's hands and say that if it leaves me, it was never mine, but if it stays, it was intended to be. Because under any other conditions, it's just unacceptable.